Good morning, everyone. Welcome. The community of Salve Regina University extends to all gathered here a warm welcome. Please remain standing and join us in singing the national anthem, which will be led by Simone Maria Cardoza, a member of the class of 2017. Dr. Anna Mae Mayer, Director of the Mercy Center for Spiritual Life, will offer the invocation. Please remain standing until after the singing of the university hymn, Salve Regina, Hail, Holy Queen. The words to the hymn are found on the inside back cover of the commencement program. We will be led again by Simone Maria Cardoso.
My friends, let us pray. O God of the universe, of every people, tribe, and nation, you are the eternal and divine Spirit who has assembled us here under the canopy of your great and gracious mercy. Our hearts overflow with gratitude for all the blessings of the past 4 years and for the milestone that we celebrate today in the lives of these young adults in the class of 2017. As we rejoice in this achievement, this class must now lay claim to the tremendous responsibility that accompanies it, a sacred obligation to recreate the earth. Unite these graduates in common purpose to heal the pains and difficulties of our world, to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to give drink to the thirsty. Give them courage and kindness to welcome the stranger who has come among us seeking shelter, to care for the sick who have no recourse, and to educate eager minds, both young and old. Fill their hearts with compassion for those confined to a prison cell or to the aching of a lonely existence. May your spirit of wisdom constantly guide them to question injustice, to seek to remedy the ills of our society. We pray this for our students in the class of 2017. May the same God revealed to Abraham and Sarah, Hagar and Ishmael, Peter and Mary Magdalene, and to you in the depths of your souls, bless you all the days of your lives as you seek to fulfill this sacred obligation. May the spirit of Catherine Macaulay direct your actions and inspire you to serve with joy. May wisdom journey with you as a constant companion as you seek justice. May mercy dwell deeply and loudly in your hearts. May Our Lady of Mercy, Queen of Heaven, and Patroness of Salve Regina University protect and comfort you in the years ahead. Remember always that you belong to God and that we belong to each other. For the blessing of all those assembled here, I offer this prayer in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. cherubim, sing with us, ye seraphim. Heaven and earth resound the hymn. Salve, salve, salve Regina.
Please be seated. Sister Jane Garrity, President of Salve Regina University, honorary degree recipients Mr. Jonathan Michael Batiste and Mr. George Wein, the Board of Trustees of the University, elected officials, Sister Therese Antone, Chancellor, administrators, faculty, alumni, and especially today, degree candidates, relatives, friends, and distinguished guests. We welcome you to our 67th commencement exercises. Today, we honor the university's commitment to lifelong learning by celebrating not only the achievements of traditional undergraduates, but also the perseverance of those undergraduate students who have returned to academe, often while pursuing careers and raising families as well. Finally, as is our tradition, we also welcome and honor the alumni of the 50th anniversary class, this year the class of 1967. Ms. Lynn Sigley, Vice Chair of the City Council, will now bring greetings from the City of Newport.
Thank you, Sister Jane, trustees, honored guests, students, and parents, for inviting me on this great day of celebration of milestones. What an honor it is for me to be on the same stage with the music legend and impresario George Wein and the fabulous Jon Batiste. I am here to bring congratulations and greetings from the City of Newport, the Mayor, and the City Council, and to the class of 2017. Just about this time of the year, when the trees come into full splendor and we have mornings such as this, I realize why I'm so lucky to live here and why I'm so passionate about Newport. Salve Regina University is dedicated to you and your education, but it is also dedicated to the city itself. Newport appreciates all this university contributes to our community. Salve's strong participation in community has prepared you to find your center, or to find who you really are, through community involvement, public service, and volunteerism. Newport is known internationally for its historic architecture, ocean views, and wealth. But through your 4 years here, I'm sure you recognize that Newport is also a city of needs and challenges. You and your professors have gone into the community to tackle these challenges head on, and we thank you. Your involvement with the Newport families through student teaching and the Newport Public Schools, as well as initiatives such as the Pell Elementary School Walking Bus Program, the Health Equity Zone, and the preschool program Baby Steps, has been indispensable and vital to the students and families of Newport. The City of Newport has been your classroom, whether studying historic preservation, the environment, or the arts. Your involvement with environmental groups such as Clean Ocean Access, as well as the adoption of the Marine Avenue Beach, water quality monitoring, watershed protection, the Cliff Walk Photojournal Project, and miles of shoreline cleanups have made our city more beautiful, but more importantly, healthier. Students have participated in GIS mapping in our historic cemeteries and have recovered and restored century-old gravestones. Salve's economic impact studies of the Cliff Walk and the Naval Sea Underwarfare Center, sorry, I knew I was going to mess that one up, have educated residents of the importance of tourism and military industries. But I know you're listening, so this is good. Most importantly, though, your school has committed to improving a very important landmark, Freebody Park, by taking on a $2 million renovation, not only for the Salve athletics, but also for the benefit of the athletic programs in the Newport Public Schools and other sports organizations. The city is so appreciative of our relationship with you, and it is vital. So, class of 2017, as you go forward, whether in politics, education, social services, the environment, business, nursing, preservation, music, or theater, I hope your time here has opened your eyes to how you have the power to influence the world. Remember the culture Salve Regina has instilled. Share your gifts, have impact, change a life, change the landscape, stay passionate, pursue your dreams. The world is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lynn. Dr. Janet Robinson, Chair of the Board of Trustees of Salve Regina University, will now invite Sister Jane to confer degrees on the candidates.
President Garrity, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Salve Regina University, I invite you to confer this year's honorary degrees and baccalaureate degrees.
Sister Jane, Dr. Therese Antone, Chancellor, will present to you Mr. George Wein.
George Wein, as the beloved great-grandfather of the music festival movement, your name is synonymous with the promotion and appreciation of jazz throughout the world. For over 6 decades, you have been the visionary, the bridge builder, the celebrant, and the pioneer of the living moment in which the great creatives and innovators of jazz come together with a live audience of devoted fans. From your birth in 1925 and your youth in Newton, Massachusetts, your college days at Boston College, the allure of the piano, the love of club jazz, and the joy of performance took precedence over all else. By your 20s, your own club, the fabled Storyville, was presenting and recording the reigning giants of jazz while encouraging emerging physicians at the dawn of their careers. Intrigued by your ability to organize the best in the field, you were invited by Elaine and Louis Lauriard to create the first outdoor jazz festival at Newport, Rhode Island in 1954. The Newport Jazz Festival that year, in the years to follow, and in its years on the road, and in its return home to Newport, have been legendary in musical history. From the Newport Jazz Festival were born the Newport Folk Festival and uncounted musical festivals that swept the globe. You rode this wave of the music of the American people around the world, fostering understanding of the jazz form, composing uniquely collaborative performances, and nurturing the careers of great musicians. Throughout your career, you've been an unflinching advocate for racial equality, interracial respect, and civil rights. You were the trusted friend of the greatest jazz musicians because you followed them, played with them, loved them, and ultimately promoted their gifts to a vast audience. With persistence, optimism, and undaunted chutzpah, you weathered the weather, riots, carping neighbors, diva infighting, and fragile finances to connect musicians to their fans in real time on a live stage in a shining, irreplaceable moment. George Wein, you crafted an essential piece of Newport's identity. You hold a special place in Newport's heart and Newport's history. It is a privilege for Salve Regina University to bestow on you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all its attendant rights and privileges on this 21st day of May 2017.
All I can say is thank you very much. I'm in good hands up here with these two marvelous ladies. Thank you.
Sister Jane. Mr. Peter Davis, Senior Lecturer and Chair of the Department of Music, Theater, and Dance, will present to you Mr. Jonathan Michael Batiste.
Come this way. Come on up. Here's what I got. Jonathan Michael Batiste, Master of America's Music and Global Ambassador for Musical Connections. With charisma, unique style, and sturdy religious faith, you have made a joyful noise unto the Lord and all humankind through performance, study, mentoring, teaching, and innovative research. The child of a great musical family, born in Kenner, Louisiana in 1986, you were rocked in the cradle of jazz from infancy. You were drumming in your uncle's band by age 8 and studying the piano by 11. You advanced quickly through the New Orleans Center for Creative Arts, releasing your first CD before graduation. At the Juilliard School of Music in New York City, you had earned a master's degree in piano by the time you were 23. Released your second CD and formed a trio of Juilliard students playing around the city. That group grew into the extraordinary jazz quintet Stay Human, which is now the celebrated house band of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, playing to millions nightly. The desire to connect and uplift people through jazz has motivated you throughout your life. Your quest has led you to perform in over 40 countries, teaching master classes and offering international youth a chance to perform in the United States. You've encouraged young musicians with your social music residency and mentoring program. With your signature melodica in hand, you have performed and recorded in New York subways and on street corners. You have improvised the transformational experience of love riots as joyful citizens followed the Pied Piping of the Stay Human Band, parading down city streets and sidewalks, in parks, and in the aisles of concert halls. In film and television, you have emerged as an authentic voice for the arts, a teacher, and a witty comedian. As an associate artistic director of the National Jazz Museum in Harlem, you enthusiastically assumed much responsibility for the growth of the vital, fledgling institution that reaches and celebrates jazz, the only authentic homegrown art form in the United States. For sharing your great musical gifts and your profound understanding of the place of jazz in our country, for your desire to lift up all peoples, and for your delight in engaging musically in all of America, Salve Regina University is honored to bestow upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all its attendant rights and privileges on this 21st day of May, 2017. Today we're honored to confer the honorary degree upon Dr. Batiste And we also have the privilege of welcoming him as our 2017 commencement speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Jonathan Michael Batiste.
All right, let me put that down there. Yes. Good morning. How's everybody feeling today? Feeling today? Well, I know I'm feeling good today, and to think that I'm a doctor. I don't make house calls though, that's for sure. You know, thank you, Sister Jane, for that marvelous introduction. Your work and your spirit shines brightly, and you're an example for all of us in the generosity of spirit and character that you exude every day. May God continue to bless your work here at Salve Regina. I'd like to begin by thanking all the administration and the Board of Trustees for giving me an honorary doctorate of humane letters. Wow. From now on, I'll be sure to be as humane as possible. I really do believe it's important to stay human. You know, it's a great honor to be here today alongside my fellow honorary degree recipient, mentor, and music legend, Mr. George Wein. Really, what you've done for the community here in Newport is invaluable, and for the music community worldwide. There's so much that I've learned from watching you, and you know, when we get back to New York, I look very much forward to sitting down and having one of your cheese omelets again. Very delicious. And I'd like to thank all of the Salve Regina community, faculty, staff, parents, friends, everybody who came out to support. And last but not least, the graduating class of 2017. Yes. What you have done today is significant. No matter what culture tells you, no matter what's on TV or the media, even if it's me, what you've done is significant. Putting in time, putting in blood, sweat, and tears, work ethic, frustration, success, frustration again. All of these things build your character. And when you think about what's actually important in the world, when you're going out to pursue your vocation, is who are you? Who do you want to be? And who can you help along the way? Asking yourself these questions will only help you to understand what you want to do, because that may change. What you're studying now, many of my colleagues, when we graduated, we took very different career paths to what we thought we were going to take at the time we were sitting in the seats that you're in. I'm 30 now, and not too long ago, feels like just yesterday I was graduating. Remember walking around the halls of Juilliard with my harmonica board in hand, eating my weight in pizza, staying up into the wee hours of the night, dreaming about ways to change the world, thinking about what we could do to make a difference with music. And not looking back on that time, if I would have known all the things that we had at our disposal, I would have taken even more advantage of it than I did. And trust me, I worked it. But if you haven't done that, it's too late for you now. But it's okay. The world has so much left to teach you. The world and the things ahead will be the greatest teacher that you've ever had. And from being around these lovely people and understanding what you've been taught and the values that have been instilled in you in your 4 years here, I think that you are well prepared to step out there and take the stage. Thinking about when I first graduated and the way that the world was then, it's very different even to what it is today. I mean, we had Facebook. You have Instagram, Snapchat, all of this stuff that I don't really bother with. My sister Marissa is a digital native, y'all generation. She deals with that stuff. But when I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon. But what will help you to sustain and to be successful is to define who you are, define who you want to be, and who can you help along the way. By doing that, you establish your values. Basically, what I'm telling you is to get your priorities in order. Because once you have that in order, whatever's happening around you, it won't affect you very much. Because you'll have an internal fortitude amidst the chaos. You have to have that. Above anything else, what are your values? Because a lot of people will tell you what they think success is, but you have to define that for yourself. And once you define that for yourself, you can then begin your true vocation, your God-given purpose. I think back, I want to tell you a story that I've never told in public. I think back to a time when I first took the stage and the band, Stay Human, we were venturing outside of the jazz world. We were trying to figure out ways to reach people who didn't typically go to concert halls or jazz venues and think about jazz as something that they enjoyed. It wasn't in the social context for them. So we started to play in rock and roll venues, punk venues. We played in all of these different hip-hop clubs and opened for different rap artists. And along that journey, we got booed once. One of the 3 times that the band has gotten booed in our entire existence. Now, I know that sounds like, oh, well, 3 times getting booed, you gotta fail somewhere. But for us, we were used to playing into rooms where people would be elated to just see us before we even played a note. Because it's like, wow, you have young people who are interested in jazz? Great! So we stepped on stage. As soon as we played the first note, I remember the audience was like, "Go home! Boo!" And I was like, wait a minute. Maybe we should change what we're doing. And then 5 minutes into trying to change it on the fly, no rehearsal, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna stick to the script. I started playing what we always play, Through the Boos. They started playing, the band got into it, they stuck to it, the crowd was booing, we got louder. They got louder, we got louder. Back and forth, until finally, my good friend Joe, who I met at the age of 16, and we've still been playing together ever since. He's a drummer and tambourine player. He takes his tambourine. He's playing a solo, and the intensity must have gotten to him because he knocks the mic stand over with the tambourine. Bah! The mic hits the floor. There's feedback. The first time in 20 minutes throughout the set, there's silence. Everybody's looking at each other. And then, slowly, they all start to clap. And in that moment, in some small dive bar several years ago in Philadelphia, opening for whoever was the hot flavor of that month, I realized something very, very profound. Don't change who you are to fit the circumstances around you. At a certain point, you're going to be in a place where nobody around you is like you or has your values. But when you reach that point, that's where you embolden them. That's when your values become stronger, and that's when your character really comes to the test. And when you come out on the other side of that, you've really made progress in defining who you are and who you want to be. The part about who you can help along the way, I truly believe that's something that comes from God. Finding time to meditate and pray apart from the world and all the things that can pull and tug at your time is very important. Because once you do the work, you have to have the purpose behind the work. The purpose behind the work has to come from a divine place. Money and accolades are great, but I tell you what, that's not what it's about. You can have all the money in the world and be completely unhappy. And some of the countries we've toured in, they have nothing. And those are some of the smilingest people you ever see. So thinking about why you do this is something that I urge you to do. And I want to leave you with an exercise in how to do that. When you leave here, take a piece of paper. Write down at the top, this is who I am. And then just start listing things. Doesn't matter how disparate or varied they are. Just start listing things. And then figure out ways to combine the things that you have listed. My list would read something like red beans and rice, basketball, piano, Duke Ellington. But when you make those connections, that's your integrity. When you make those connections, that's who you are in its rawest sense. And you're not worried about the money and the accolades that will come. But force yourself to be creative. Embrace the uncomfortable. Embrace the uncomfortable and make sense out of it. And the second exercise I would urge you to do is write down at the top of another sheet of paper, these are my prayers. And think about who, what, and how you want to serve other people with that first list. This will guide you, and it will always change. It will always evolve. It will grow over the years. But ultimately, that's what it's all about. Hopefully, I'll see you along the road at some point, and we'll share some music and share some stories and share some omelets. But until that time, may God bless you, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you very much.
Well, Jon, I don't have to say anything more, except you have been indeed an amazing grace to us. We're glad for who you are, we're glad for what you've done, and we're particularly glad for those whom you have found to help. May there be many more. Thank you, Jon Batiste.
Sister Jane will now confer the undergraduate degrees. All degree candidates, please rise. President Garrity, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science.
By virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science, as you qualify under their prescriptive curricula and all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
All graduates except those receiving the Bachelor of Arts and Sciences degree, please be seated. Ms. Louise Monast, University Registrar, will present the degree candidates to the President.
Will the marshals please escort the Bachelor of Arts and Sciences graduates to the stage? Simone Marie A. Cardoso, summa cum laude. Rebecca Jean Clark, cum laude. Allison Julie Collette, cum laude. Gerald William Haas III, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Harlow, cum laude. Julie Marie Jeske, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Rossi. Jennifer Heather Rusin. Will the marshals please escort the Bachelor of Arts graduates to the stage? Victoria Marie Aiken. Jessica Catherine Enaloro. Sasha Arias. Massimo Joseph Aronson. Marissa Samantha Ballard, summa cum laude. Joseph Michael Barbera. Olivia R. Barbero, magna cum laude. Laura Kathleen Barkley. Nicholas John Bates. Taylor Ann Bicchetti, magna cum laude. David Evan Blackwell. Spencer G. Blake. Corey Matthew Blankmeyer. Kelsey Patricia Borman. Ethan Kevin Bohegian, magna cum laude. Allison Catherine Booth. Parker Stephen Bowen. Anthony William Brennan. Colin Francis Burke, cum laude. Astrid Colette Burnham Alawat. Zachary John Cahill. Lauren Elizabeth Calder, cum laude. Gary Calley Jr. Kimberly Ann Kaplick, cum laude. Alvaro Antonio Castillo Lima. Jillian Chin. Adriano Sirioli. Crete Elizabeth Clifford. Ryan M. Caldwell. Christopher Brian Comrie. Molly Catherine Corley, cum laude. Stephanie Allison Correa, cum laude. Kelsey Dalton Costello. Mitchell Patrick Creamers. Amanda Jane Cronin. John Douglas Crooks, Jr. Gabrielle Catherine Cusano. Savannah Howda Cruz. Patrick C. Daly. Kelsey Teresa Davidson, cum laude. Tiffany Elise Davila, cum laude. Jessica Deegan. Casey Ann Devaney. Allison Michelle Dyan. Claire Elizabeth Donnelly. Elizabeth Croft Dowd. Caitlin Victoria Downing, magna cum laude. Ashley Catherine Duffy, magna cum laude. Emily Joy Duffy, cum laude. Carolyn Cecile Dupre. Alexandra Demi Emanuel. Thomas Peter Evangelista II. Sarah Teresa Fabry. Mark Anthony Fanella, cum laude. Emma Kate Farinacci. Kaylee Ann Farragher. Nicholas Edwin Fletcher. Rebecca Michelle Forsyth. Leah Teresa Gambardella. Kelsey Marie Godin. Allison Felicia Graham. Marissa Rose Green, cum laude. Megan Monica Hannon. Jessica Brooke Henrati. Molly Kathleen Harrington. Olivia Marion Harris. Madeline Herman. William James Humes. Lauren K. Heileman. Elizabeth Kelly Janik. Raquel Rodina John Lewis. Laura Lynn Jedinasti. Kevin James Johnston. Lily Margaret Jones, summa cum laude. Laurice Ufa Kaoud. Ryan James Kelly. Alec Joseph Kuchit. Timothy James Lamparelli, magna cum laude. Matthew Levine. Christopher Leonard Liggio. Carl Motz Linfords. Emily Rose Lipka, cum laude. Juliet Monroe Livingston. Laura Amanetta Lombardi. Alexandra Marie Lamuto. Jessica Eileen Luisi. Patrick Arthur Lyons. Zachary Ryan Mafera. Kristen Marie Malazewski. Kyle Michael Mansour. Michael James Murata, magna cum laude. William Martin III. Matthew T. Mascari. Alexis Elizabeth Matus, cum laude. David Patrick Mavilia. Nicole Ann McGovern, cum laude. Alyssa Ray Medeiros. Stephanie Ann Menders, summa cum laude. Sarah Rose Morehouse, summa cum laude. Julia Nicole Morisi, magna cum laude. Emily Ellen Mosca, magna cum laude. Phoebe Maggio. Sarah Mullen. Sean Patrick Nagy. Jared Malkumba Ombadi. Kevin John Onofrio. Diana M. Ostagai. Isabella Panagakos. Alyssa Lee Pascarella. Mary Catherine Pelusiak, cum laude. Ilea Lydia Peckham. Nicolette Gianna Peliquin. Alyssa Bell Pereira, magna cum laude. Carly Ann Perini. Robin Jane Petrucci. Noelle Pichardo. Julia Mi-Young Pierce. Jacqueline Alyssa Palati, cum laude. Selena Amiana Pombo, magna cum laude. Natalie Ann Pushak. Daniel Stone Regan, cum laude. Taylor Kathleen Ricker. Lindsay Elizabeth Rainier. Gabriela Rodriguez, cum laude. Zechariah William Peter Russell. Brendan Joseph Salvatore. Natalie Solomar Santiago. Brooke K. Skoka. Andrea Marie Seep. Brianna C. Shaughnessy. Michaela Natasha Seaver, cum laude. Patricia Marielle Socaris, cum laude. Kristen Marie Stack, summa cum laude. Megan Lorraine Sullivan. Molly Supernant, summa cum laude. Matthew Charles Swartz. Sophia Ishil Talbot. Benjamin Rosh Teschner. Tyler Albert Torelli. Cole Weggs Treader. Evan James Tucker. Sarah Elizabeth Valente, summa cum laude. Jenna Teresa Vallo. Clarissa Elizabeth Valeur, magna cum laude. Dakota Austin Williams. Dean T. Wallenberg. Will the marshals please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates to the stage? Allison Teresa Abgrab. Taylor Elizabeth Amendola. Samantha Faith Antone, cum laude. Julia Rose Arman. Melissa Lynn Asensio. Stephen William Aston. Layla Aziz. Eric Cortland Backus. Michaela Chanel Barron. Jared Olson Barros. Brandon Mickey Basil. Gwen Torvey Beeman, magna cum laude. Allison Taylor Beatty. Corey Christopher Betts. Carly Ray Blitz. Megan Elizabeth Bonenfant, magna cum laude. Martina Boucher. Alexandra Jenilyn Brady, cum laude. Nolan Michael Brady. John Aiden Brennan, cum laude. Catherine Ann Brown. Nicole Marie Bukowski. Megan Christine Callahan. Jennifer Tala Kalnin, cum laude. Melissa Christine Capitella. Abby Mayray Carissimi. Jonathan R. Carlone, cum laude. Christopher William Karen. Janelle Christine Caskey, cum laude. Evan Thomas Cavert. Mary Chakarian, cum laude. Uma Chapage. Lindsay Claire Chapin. Rachel E. Chaffee. Stephanie Lauren Clancy. Caitlin Elizabeth Klinger. Julie Ann Collins. Emmeline Genevieve Concordia, magna cum laude. Claudia Jimena Cornejo. Cameron Michael Cousineau. Caitlin Cox. Ellen Jane Craig. Julianne Marie Kriza. Lauren Irene Cronshaw. Robert James Kucha. Caitlin Elizabeth Cummings, summa cum laude. Alexander Cusano. Brianna Kathleen Davolio. Christopher George Davis. Natalia K. de Oliveira, cum laude. Alexander Devine, cum laude. Ashley Taylor DeShulo, magna cum laude. Gregory Rudolph Dittmar. Allison M. Dizon. Brianna L. Dorsey. Cullen Patrick Doyle. Noah Drake. Alexandra Hamilton Doobie. Alice Rachel Duchin. Evan Roland Dudney. Emily Elizabeth Dufo. Alana Erin Duffy. Jennifer Eileen Durkin. Sarah Elizabeth Duxbury, cum laude. Eleanor Taylor Dye. Brady A. Dyer, magna cum laude. Christina Elizabeth Zob. Jacob D. Ecoff. Matthew Lee Escoto. Mary Kate Marie Falatico, cum laude. Alexa Nicole Fanella. Ariana Gabriela Fantakis, magna cum laude. Christine Marie Farland. Andrew D. Farkinson, magna cum laude. Joseph Vincent Farrar. Jonathan Richard Felto. Jacob John Christian Fernandes, magna cum laude. Carrie Ann Bridget Folan. Hannah Ryan Fawcett, magna cum laude. Julia Rose Foster, cum laude. Lauren Ann Fountain, cum laude. Garrett Thomas Franzoy. Haley Jean Freeberg, magna cum laude. Sarah Jane French. Ethan William Gumbal. Madeline Grace Gates, cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Gendro. Victoria Elizabeth Gear. Connor James Gibbons. Caitlin Alyssa Gillespie. Samantha M. Jasoni. Marissa Lynn Giusti, magna cum laude. Jake Stephen Gonzalez. Olivia Sabina Gormley. Jessica Brianna Graham. Tessa M. Grasset, summa cum laude. Michelle Jean Gregoire, magna cum laude. Yana Grigorieva. Nicole Maxine Grosser. Emma Elizabeth Gruber, summa cum laude. Antonio D. Guglielmorti. Samuel Hattie. Jake Vincent Hamill. Sky Lillian Hart. Molly Elizabeth Hemond, cum laude. Nicholas Henneberry. Heather Marie Higgins, cum laude. Brooklyn Hobson. Alexandra Lee Horwitz. Deshina Monet Howard. Spencer Teresa Hull Rafferty. Camilla Infanzon Villamil. Amy Elizabeth Irving. Melissa Lynn Janko, cum laude. Alexis Marie Jelinek, cum laude. Sarah Marie Johnson. Grace Victoria Jorgensen. Bridget Marie Keenan, magna cum laude. Daniel Gerard Kelly, Jr. Melissa Marie Kenton. Katarzyna Maria Koss. Amanda Ray Latchett, magna cum laude. Sydney Claire Lane. Kylie Winter Lauterbach. Allison Lavoie. Frances Cameron Lemieux. Nicholas S. Locicero. Catherine Marie Lopes, summa cum laude. Jennifer Elizabeth Lumen, cum laude. Erica Jean Mashel. Hannah Noel Makula, cum laude. Erica Lauren Manchester, cum laude. Claire Ann Manatee. Colleen Mary Christine Marsick, magna cum laude. Kathleen Rose Mastriani, magna cum laude. Kristen Lynn Maimon. Alexia Rose Mazzata, cum laude. Morgan Ashley McCarney, cum laude. Andrew James McCormack. Catherine Storm McGuire. Megan Elizabeth McLaughlin. Courtney Phelps McMorrow. Devin Michael Medeiros. Siobhan Elizabeth Meekin. Victoria Lynn Mello. Sally Ann Menard. Catherine Ann Mendes. Megan Catherine Menahine, magna cum laude. Brianna Ashley Mercier. Zachary Machichi. Andrew Joseph Miller. Kaylee Nora Miller. Nathan Luke Misbach. Marissa Marie Montero. Haley Nicole Mores. Joshua Rafael Morales. Brooke Leslie Ann Morgan, magna cum laude. Kristen Elaine Morissette, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Patricia Morrissey, summa cum laude. Anisha Erilyn Moses. Courtney Jane Moulton. Taylor Rose Mulcahy. Faith Mungi. Kathleen Cynthia Munoz. Peter Donovan Murphy. Tessa Jacqueline Najmi. Katie Lauren Napier. Natalia Jo Nardi. Priscilla O. Nassif. Emily A. Netterman. Joshua Peter Ing. Jasmine Amber Non. Julianne Mary Nienstead. Rachel M. Noors. Christopher Manuel Nova. Rachel E. Nutt, cum laude. Keegan Michael O'Leary. Cara Devlin O'Reilly, cum laude. Alana Catherine O'Rourke. Rain Taylor Osterly, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ediola Aloy. Julia Ciara Oldakowski. Nicholas Michael Owen. Allison Margaret Pagoni. Michael Angelo Pagliarini. Christine Jazer Pala. Samuel Robert Pascal. Jacob Vincent Pate. Rebecca Elizabeth Pease. Dana Elizabeth Pendleton. Lauren Olivia Plant. Erin Reynolds Pluff. Aubrey Nicole Poisson. Corey Nolan Pawlowski, cum laude. Emily Rebecca Poulin. Erin Elizabeth Primick. Ariana Ferrara Popolo. Rachel Julia Pine. Caitlin Muriel Racine. Mesa Ann Ramos. Ashley S. Rebello. Trace Kenneth Redman. Sarah Juliana Ricciarelli. Elizabeth Rigby. Lourdes L. Rijo Ortiz. Sydney Ann Robinson, magna cum laude. Garrett John Root. Emily Elizabeth Russell. Emma Rose Russell. Rebecca Laurie Russo. Maura Elizabeth Ryan. Juliana Santapalo, cum laude. Cassandra Leora Santoro. Katrina Marie Santos. Kylie Rebecca Santos, cum laude. Lindsay Nicole Sasso. Leslie Ann Sawyer, magna cum laude. Jacob Ryan Scammon. Amy Marie Scanlon. Nicole Lauren Schaefer. Christina Francis Schultz. Courtney Marie Schramm, summa cum laude. Evan Matthew Schultz. Megan Ann Shupe. Gabriel Peter Atticus Scott. Jonathan Ross Silva Jones. Hunter Ward Sleeper. Kelsey A. Sloan. Amanda Maria Smith. Melanie Sabra Solomon, cum laude. Alexina Helena Susi. Shannon Ashley So, cum laude. Nicholas Samuel Spitz. Brittany M. Spurgis. Erica Setsuko Staley, magna cum laude. Anthony R. Tandy. Kristen Brooke Tegmeyer. Sarah Stevens Thompson. Gina Marie Tonini, cum laude. Luca Tasso Torcato. Brianna Evelise Tassado, summa cum laude. Christian Thomas Tereski. Gabrielle Rose Uclea. Juan Husaga Ramirez. Brandon Van Vleck, magna cum laude. Victoria Ann Barone, cum laude. Cecilia M. Velasquez. Sarah Ann Vicky. Lindsay Beth Walker. Grace Lee Watkins. Kyle Joseph Wells. Kenneth W. Wenner. Samantha Lorraine Whitaker. Sarah Christine White, summa cum laude. Brittany Marie Withers, magna cum laude. Victoria Jeanette Wood. Blaine Liddon Woodcock II. Jillian Grace Woodward, cum laude. Joseph Barry Eden. Julie Patricia Yell. Jody Ann Zarenner. Morgan Caitlin Zonafrillo, cum laude.
Dr. Martha McCann Rose, Professor of Education and Dean of the Class of 2017, will now address the graduates.
Oh my goodness, are we going to miss you? We are better because you chose Salve. We're better teachers because you pushed us further. We're better at co-curricular plans because you wanted rich experiences outside the classroom. We're better listeners because you had so much to say. So much to say. You never stopped talking. I see some of you talking right now. Of all my experiences in my life, today reminds me most of the day I was the mother of the bride. My job that day was to pray that my darling remembered all she'd been taught and that her life would be blessed and happy and productive. My job that day was to bask in her hope and in her happiness. And that's my job today, to send you beautiful ones out into the world carrying a piece of my heart, and to step out of your way and watch you go. Thank you for coming to Salve. You came as guests, but you leave as family, and families stay in touch. So call home, and by home I mean me. No, call your families first, but then call me. I want to hear all about how your journeys continue, the adventures, the careers, the marriages and children, because 2017, you will always be my class. But it's time now for you to go, and may God go with you. In keeping with traditions, you got to stand up, yeah. I would now ask that you move your tassel from the right side of the mortarboard to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2017. I'm pleased to commend today's graduates to Mr. Michael Semenza, Vice President for University Relations and Advancement, who will receive the class of 2017 into the Salve Regina Alumni.
Thank you, everyone. It's my pleasure now to officially, it's no longer student, you're graduates. So the Alumni Association of Salve, wherever you go, near or far, will keep all of you together, all of us together. I do want to say, even though you've had your degrees in hand for just a few minutes, thank you for what you have done for Salve to make it a better place for the students who come after you, in all the work and the wonderful things you've done here, but also in your incredibly successful senior class gift. Thank you very much. You came here when O'Hare was a very different building, and with your help and the help of many others in your senior class gift, look what we have now, so thank you very much. We'll have more projects in the future where we're going to need your guidance and your help and your advice and your support. I'm going to ask everyone who has a Salve degree, John, our 50th class, to please stand up and join the class of 2017. So, great. All members of the class of 2017 who stand here and we all bear witness to your transition into the Salve Regina University Alumni Association. I welcome you now officially as you become members of Salve's Alliance of Alumni, who will always be united with this university and with each other by shared experience and by your dear friendships. You now join those who aspire to live by the ideals of Salve Regina and carry on its mission wherever you go. You are warmly welcome now as part of the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Please be seated. Our president, Sister Jane Garrity, will now address the Salve Regina University class of 2017. Sister Jane.
Almost over, folks, but I just have a few words, the last words, to speak to you. But you know, having congratulated each of you, every single one, now I want to congratulate all of you. But before I do, what I'd like to do is call for a moment of thanks. I know you just sat down, but stand up again. And turn around or turn to the side, doesn't matter. You know, you're now facing the ones who have made this education possible for you. Their encouragement, their prodding, their love, and yes, their money. Before we do anything else, let's thank them and give them a round of applause. And before you sit down, I'd like you to face the stage and look to your right or to your left, and there you will find the faculty. Let's pause and give them a round of thanks. You can sit down now. So as I begin my final address to you, I remember what I call my freshman year as president of Salve Regina. And I remember the address I gave at the inauguration. I had to actually review it because I'd forgotten everything about that day. But in that speech, I talked a lot about what I wished for Salve students. And I remember saying to them, the first thing I said to them was that I wished that they would go to a place where they had never been. Now, I didn't think about O'Brien's Pub as a place where they had never been. Yes, I wanted them to leave home. And 4 years ago, most of you did leave your parents' home. For some of you, I know it was harder than for others. We dealt with some homesickness that first year. But now you're leaving this home to find another one. And before you go, I'd just like to reflect for a minute on what I hope you'll take with you from this home that we call Salve. You know, of course you're going to take with you, I hope, the memories of the beauty of this place. You know, Salve was recently ranked the most beautiful campus in Rhode Island. No surprise there. But like Jon Batiste and George Wein, if you're ever in the concrete jungle of some big city, I hope you'll remember what it was like to contemplate the ocean out there in all of its moods. I hope you'll be able to think then again, not only about the beauty of this landscape, but living in the mansions in the middle of an arboretum. Or if you're feeling stressed, which you will in the future, it comes with life, I hope you'll sit for some contemplative moment and imagine that you're in your favorite beautiful place here in Newport. Probably each of you has one. Go back to that place. I promise it will restore you. But you know, a home is more than a buildings and landscape. The heart of the home is really, obviously, the people who are in that home. That was the heart of your home, the one that you left when you were freshmen. So today is a day to remember all those who became your family here at Salve, all those who helped you along your way and taught you something special about how to care. I do this with some trepidation because the people I'm going to mention, it's not an exhaustive list at all, but it's people that you'll recognize and people that I think epitomize in many ways what Salve is. But I'm just giving examples. There are a lot more people out there. But when you think of the variety of gifts in this family, in this home that we call Salve, think of the faculty. Dr. Shakarian, God rest her soul. Professor Lyons, Dr. Harrington Luker, Dr. Rose, whom we just celebrated, Dr. Edelstein and Sister Pat Combes, Dr. Cowden. They and so many others inspired you and pushed you to do more than you ever thought you could. And where would academic life be without the library? Think of Dawn and John and Joe and Olga and Sue. Let your imagination wander in this home of Salve over to Miley and think of Patty, Shirley, Karen, Olga, Rob in food service. They were there day in and day out, feeding you and washing your dishes. Then think for a minute about Ray and Jackie and Jay, God rest his soul, and Dan in security who kept you safe, transported you, and unlocked doors for you. You knew these guys and women very well, I understand, on all of your adventures, but also all of your trips to the doctor's office and other little things that you had to do. Think of David, Brian, Bruce, and Christine who made the network fast and safe so that you were never out of touch. And then think of Malcolm and Jim and Emily and Jen, always ready to respond in a crisis, whether on or off campus. They were there for you. Some of you saw them more than others did. And speaking of our spectacular campus, think of the two Mikes, Ben, David, Matt, Pete, Elliot, plowing, planting, and making the campus beautiful for commencement. And you know, the grounds aren't the only thing that's beautiful here. Think of Reggie and Don and Peter and Lindsay and Jerry, inspiring creativity and teaching discipline. And then you athletes, all those ones with the blue sashes, and those of us who cheered you on, think of Kevin and Sean and Corey and Eric and Pat helping you to hone your athletic skills. And think of Sister Leona, God rest her soul, who embodied mercy for you. Of course, I could go on, and I only give examples here, but before you leave, I urge you to raise a glass and to offer a prayer of gratitude for all who have made Salve a home for you. And I also urge you to do this. You learn some important things from all of these people, all of them and so many more. Watching them and remembering them today, I hope that you learned what it means to be part of a community of caring, of putting the other first, of taking pride in your work, of working faithfully and persistently even when you don't feel like it, of taking the lead and being members of a team. You know, all of us at Salve have been there for you. That is why we're here. But you know, you've also been there for us as well. Your gifts, your work, your spirit have enriched Salve Regina. And today I want to acknowledge our deep debt of gratitude for all that you all have done. And again, I'm only giving examples here. All that you've done to enrich our home. Some of you are scholars. Melissa, Molly, Dan, Kristen, and all those Sumas that I congratulated. Some of you are artists. Allison, Olivia, Andy. Some of you are athletes. Kelsey and Sam and Corey and Erica and Parker. Some of you are advocates. Patty and Sasha and Rain. Some of you excel at serving those in need. There's Savannah, Amanda, Gina Marie, Melissa, and Rebecca. Some of you lead and get things done. Gina and Andy and Julie and Ryan and Ben. Some of you put mercy into motion. Sarah and Julia and Lauren and Jay. And you know, then there are those of you who have brightened our days with your kindness, your humor, and your optimism. There's Garrett and Emma and Ethan and Keir and Gabe. On the field and on the ice, in the lab, on the stage, in the studio, in the classroom, and in the soup kitchen, you all of you, used your gifts to enrich our home here at Salve and across Rhode Island, and especially Aquidneck Avenue. We learned a lot from you. We learned compassion, courage, and candor from you. As Dr. Rose said, you kept talking, but you said the truth. You challenged us to think differently about the environment, about inclusiveness, about dignity, about new forms of beauty and new meanings of mercy. You know, this is a happy home that you have helped us create. And so you're leaving this home now, and all those people who have given it life, the people who have helped to make you who you are at this moment, May 21st, 2017, the day you graduated, the people who have helped you to form an identity to take with you to your next home. And this is really the last point that I'm going to make. I pray that no matter what home you live in, whether it's a city or a small town or a foreign land or a desert, you will find a home within yourselves, and that you'll keep speaking with your own unique voice, every single one of you. And follow the voice, as my favorite poet W.B. Yeats says, the voice that you hear in your deep heart's core. I pray that in everything you do, you'll follow that voice. But speaking of hearts, and we do a lot here. I pray that your hearts will be hearts of mercy, seeing, caring, acting out of love. I'm going to close today by quoting another of my favorite poets, Jared Manley Hopkins. In his long poem, The Blessed Virgin Compared to the Air We Breathe. And in it the speaker says, we are wound with mercy as if with air. We're wound with mercy as if with air. And he continues, speaking of the air that reminds me so much of our home here in Newport with its winds. He says, stir in my heart, speak there of God's love, O live air, of patience, penance, prayer, world-mothering air, air wild, wound with thee, in thee isled. And then he ends, fold home, fast fold thy child. Fold home, fast fold thy child. You know, you are not children anymore. You're not children anymore. We send you out, strong men and women, with God's love and ours, to lives, I hope, of deeper and deeper gratitude, believing that having been given so much, you will give back more. You will find the ones to help. And because of you, the world will be more, and you can say it with me, harmonious, just, and merciful. And to that I say amen. Thank you. And now I ask Sister Therese Antone, University Chancellor, to conclude our ceremony by inviting Marissa Ballard and Kristen Stack, the valedictorians of the class of 2017, and Andy Ciriolo, President of the Student Government Association, to come forward to receive the mace and mission statement.
Will Marissa, Kristen, and Andy please come forward? They will carry the mace and the mission statement. The mace and the mission statement are to be carried to symbolize the responsibilities and university ideals that each member of the class of 2017 now bears. The path of success at Salve Regina University was set by the vision of the founding Sisters of Mercy, who clearly defined our mission of academic excellence and service. The university's mission of excellence and service in the Mercy tradition now continues through each of you, who have experienced the vigor and vitality of this community committed to the traditions of the Sisters of Mercy. Members of the class of 2017, I trust and I pray that just as the mace and the mission statement are proudly carried in the recessional, you will carry the life lessons of Salve Regina University forever in your hearts and continue to strive for intellectual and spiritual growth. Your life's journey stretches far into a future on a path filled with twists and turns that none of us can yet imagine. Let the mace and the mission statement serve as your guiding markers as you encounter life's future crossroads. May you travel a path of life in peace, with faith as your compass and love as your lodestar.
This concludes our commencement exercises. Would you all please stand? Please stand as the President, the members of the Board of Trustees, platform guests, the faculty, and the graduates process out of the tent. The families and guests of the graduates are asked to please remain in their places until the entire procession has left the tent. Thank you.
The people who had W-9 forms attached to their checks, you need to fill them out, put it in the envelope which is already addressed, and mail it back. Thank you so much, guys. You said